No, I'm not friend. Okay. So I don't know if anybody's actually here. But hello. If you want to hang out, that's cool. If you want to ask questions. Oh, oops. If you want to ask questions, what's the thingy for? I have to come prepared. Get prepared or stay prepared. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Maybe somebody needs to do that. But if you want to hang out, if you want to ask questions, if you want to get a card pull, send me gifties and or refunds. If you'd like to send me $1,000,000, there's a link in the description. PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. If you want to heckle me, if you want to throw tomatoes, you can do that because you have free will. I would prefer you didn't, but whatever you want to do. And if you just want to stare at me and beat me, I prefer you didn't. But once again, you have free will. You can do whatever you want. You know? So, I'm not sure how long I'll be up here because my phone is not fully charged. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Also, there's something in my throat. And it's not a penis. I'm sorry for that sound. Well, actually, I guess before. Hello, Abby, what's up? Thank you for the rose. If you have a question, you can put it in the chat. I said, does Marcos want to give you pizza? Huh? You get it? Does Marcos pizza? What's that one? I got you. Give me a second. A couple seconds. Give me a moment. Thank you for the rose. I'm writing your name down. What's going on for Abby and Marcos? Mark. Just Mark, what's up for Mark towards Abby? There's a gnat. I keep spotting it. Chemistry is here. Yes, chemistry is here. I've never felt this passion before. You have sparked up my genitals. Just kidding. I'm not genitals, I'm sorry. That's the third innuendo I've made in the stream, I'm sorry. But definitely there's chemistry, there's passion, for sure. So, thank you for the rose. I hope you have a beautiful day. Hope you, yeah, can forgive me for the crude humor. Welcome to those joining. Hello. If you want to hang out, that's cool. If you want to ask questions, if you like to be up your cards, you can send them to gifties and or repost. If you want to throw tomatoes at me, if you want to laugh at my pain, you can do whatever you want because you have free will. I also don't have to entertain it because I have free will too. Will he marry me? Who the heck is he? And also, why am I answering your question if you haven't sent one of the gifties and or reposted? You haven't done one of those, either of those things, my friend, so I don't know what you're talking about. You haven't even liked that live. Like, what do you think this is? Also, that really hurt. I really hurt myself there. Careful, don't hurt yourself. Fun fact, it's a Beyonce song. I think I'm gonna play contemporary music. I feel the itch to play some contemporary music and get lost in the songs. So, hello, thank you for tapping the screen. I don't even know how well you can hear with AC. I mean, I guess it's probably not that bad, but AC really drowns out a lot of noise. Hello, thank you for tapping the screen. How we doing? What's up, what's up? If you want me to put your cards, you can send one of the gifts on the screen and or repost. You can also send me $1 million if you have it. I keep pointing down here like I'm on YouTube still. I'm not on YouTube anymore. I was on there 3 months ago. Link in the bio if you want to send me $1 million. No PayPal, no Cash App. You can also join the Patreon. You can also stream my music. Check out the books. All that stuff. All in the link tree in the description. I probably won't be in here very long because my phone's on like less than 100%. And I don't like getting in here when my phone's less than like 100%. So much power, and now I know, it's so sweet to see, it's so love, and me up, happens, in situation, I don't know the lyrics. I've listened to the song so many times, but I don't know the lyrics. So, here we go. So much power, and now I know, it's so easy to see, it's love, and me up, putting in situation, conversation, so sweet to the brain. I'm still here. Not even one bit. Oh, what the heck? Why did it do that? I didn't mean to do that. I just hit shuffle and then it automatically went to the next song. Hello, welcome, good evening. What's up? If you want to hang out, that's cool. If you want to ask questions, if you want to produce some cards, you could send one of the gifts on the screen. If you want to send me $1 million, I'd be open to it. I'd appreciate it. Yay, the AC turned off.
Life is amazing, but life is amazing. And those that learn to dance in the rain are more likely to make it.
I don't like dancing in the rain. I've never actually danced in the rain. But what he's saying is valuable.
As long as you let your own shine, evidence and hearts are fine. We're all divine souls on this spiritual mission to spread love and positivity in this physical dimension.
I don't remember putting any of these in my playlist. I don't recall any of these songs. This song, yes, but there's a bunch of other songs in here. I'm gonna let's get into my queue.
This is the 1,400 hours a year you waste on your phone. With Purdue Global, you can turn that time into
What number did he say?
These are
That's a big
flexible,
number.
high-value
Hi, do you think my
degrees
current
that
relationship would work?
schedule.
Thanks.
Visit purdueglobal.edu
I have no idea, my friend.
This is your
I mean, before I even say what I want to say, are you putting effort into it? Are you trying to make it work? Obvious questions are obvious. But the thing that I wanted to say is, you haven't sent me any gifts, so why am I quoting you anything? You haven't reposted. You didn't even, well, you did like the live. Thank you for that, I guess. But
Intimacy is silent communication between two hearts. The unutterable vibration of the soul's desire.
hello, welcome, good
Share
evening.
its boundless love. Another pleasure
Oh,
seeks
sorry.
pleasure. It seeks nothing.
Thanks for tapping the screen. Once again, if you'd like me to put you cards, either select gifties and or repost. And I'll just worry. It's only us who feel supposed to. Cheers. What'd you say to me? Hello. I don't know what you're saying because you didn't send me any gifts, nor did you repost. I should give a lesson to. Okay. Make it real somehow. If everyone's allowed to feel. Is me convincing myself I'm the shit. I love this song. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm at 11. Okay. Hey, Elijah, thank you for the rose up. I do all the things I should give her lessons. But nobody would show up anyway if I did give lessons, because nobody wants to learn. Just kidding. Will you find true love by walking away from my ex? Or you said I switch pronouns? Will you find love, true love, by walking away from your ex, not my ex? I'm sorry. Release your ex anyway. Release your ex anyway, bro. That's not the card that I'm gonna pull. I'm gonna actually pull you a card, but release your ex. The time has come to clear energy. But also, something you probably don't want to hear. If you're letting go of something just for the sake of, like, how do I say this? If you are getting muted, that's what you're getting. Have a beautiful day, dude. Anyways, if your only intention for letting something go that you know that you should let go of is to gain something else, I don't know if it'll have the same effect. I could be wrong. But, like, you should be letting go because you know that it's the right thing. It's the correct thing to do. Not right, correct. Right implies moral code. Correct implies something else. Go to Target. Get some stuff. Buy some stuff. But you know, like, why? Like, I don't know. If you feel like you should let go of your ex, do it. And yeah, I'm sure something else will come in its place. But, like, don't let go just so you can get something else. Like, and also, why are you trying so hard to seek love? Like, no judgment or shame in what I just said, but, like, I don't know. I could have said that better. Hello, welcome. Thank you for the gifties. Focus on you and your own meat. Just kidding. I'm sorry for that last part that I said. I mean, unless it resonates, but that's the fourth joke I made. What was it in this live stream? I think it might have been. I was also on YouTube stream like a few moments before this, and I kept making a bunch of innuendos. I kept talking about like penises and stuff. But anyways, get into this money. Sure, just don't let it consume you, unless you want it to. I don't know, whatever you want. I don't know. Oh, that was probably this song was playing. My reaction was very two worlds. My figure, what? That's so funny. This is such a beautiful song. I prefer the actual song. The acoustic version is always usually pretty good, but the actual song is really pretty. How's the mind and heart today? That's a good question. I don't feel like I need to answer it out loud, but that's a good question. They always make me laugh. LOL. Done, but maybe just one more. Let's feel before I get you on. We could give it a minute. What's so fun in a minute? When you can push the limits. Hello, welcome. How we doing? Can you feel the tension? So now you're getting close. Now you're getting close. Almost love, almost love. Anyways, how we doing? What's up? I don't know what's going on in the comments. I kind of disassociated. Almost love. I remember when this dropped. Like, this was a moment. But it could be love. Almost love. But it could be love. It could. My part. Coming out so sure. I want you like a too. I want you like I had the AC just turned on. I have ever needed you. Who's that? A minute. Did I scare up anyway? Yeah. Okay, I'll do that on chat. So, baby, what's the whole of that? Rising, now you're getting close. You're getting close. Almost love, it's almost love. Speed this up, cause I'm excited. Sorry, there was like a thing on the screen. But it could be love. Almost love, but it could be love. For those joining, hello. Welcome. Good evening, good morning. If you want to hang out, that's cool. If you want to throw tomatoes at me, if you want to heckle me, if you want to send me $1 million, whatever you want to do, you can do that, I guess. Within reason, because I boundaries. But if you want to hang out, if you want to ask questions, you can send me gifties on the screen and or repost. If you want to check out the link tree in the bio, that'd be cool. Check out the Patreon, check out the music, check out the books, all that stuff. If you don't want to do that, okay, whatever. But yeah, if you just want to hang out and watch me and beat your meat while you watch me, I prefer you didn't do that. But you can do whatever you want to do because you're free will. Um, Thank you for the gifties. Thank you. Don't know if you even like it. Don't know if you spend your time to miss me at all. To find the world to find you. Can't say no. I miss you all. Saying I'm coming home. Thank you for the rose. I wrote your name down if you have a question. Always rise to don't even say it. That was the main. What's going on for Steve? I think it's very likely he will reach out. We have inseparable. We also have worth waiting for, but I'm not going to encourage you to wait around for somebody else. I'm not going to do that. But worth waiting for is going The song, beautiful. But I hope that helps. Hope you have a beautiful day. Thank you for the rose. Hello. You miss me, oh. What do I say? I'm coming home. Me and my man Jalen getting back together for good. No one can get his way anymore. That is not a question, but good for you, I guess. That wasn't a question, so good for you. And also, you didn't send me any gifties, nor did you repost the stream, so I don't know what you want from me. I don't think you understand how this works. Savannah, what's wrong for Savannah? Saying I'm coming home. I love that song. So for Savannah. For those joining, if you want me to pull you cards, please send one of the gifties or repost the stream if you want me to send you, or if you want me to do that. What's going on for Savannah? Eight of Cups, retreat. Five of Wands, competition. Thank you for the rosary. Yeah, Savannah, what's going on for Savannah? So there's something about walking away from something with the Eight of Cups. Sorry. There's Eight of Cups, which is a retreat in this deck. It also talks about leaving something behind, leaving something that you're comfortable with to find better. We have the Five of Wands, which is about competition, conflict, strife, issue, drama, all that stuff. We also have the Justice card. You get an extra card because that's just how it came out. We have the Justice, which is Libra energy. We also have the Empress, which is also Libra energy. Venus. So what does this mean? It could mean a lot of different things. And I do know for sure that one thing that I've been saying to you whenever you come to me is something about balance and meditation. I don't know if you're taking that into consideration, but taking the time to clear the mind, taking the time to connect to higher awareness. I was trying to figure out what to say. Spirit, soul, whatever, you know. So yeah, if you're dealing with any specific conflict right now in your life, once again, I would definitely encourage you to take some time to clear your mind, take some time to meditate. Like, anyways, hope that helps. Hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. 3N60. If you want to put your question in the chat, you can. Happy birthday soon. Da, da, I don't want to get you a birthday soon. I don't want to get Elma. I'm sorry. Yeah, give me a second. Let's go for Edsel. Thank you. Let's go for Edsel. Towards Elma. Very similar names. Edsel and Elma. Edsel and Elma. We have holding back. I should have expressed myself better. Habits, I don't know if we will ever change. Oh, shit. So this person is, from what I'm looking at the cards, is not very good at communicating. Is not very good at expressing themselves in general. So whatever they do feel, they probably won't express it in the proper way so that you can understand. Because I don't think this person's very good at communicating. Once again, holding back. I should have expressed myself better. We also have habits. I don't know if we will ever change. We also have shadow side. You make me realize my flaws, which for a lot of people, it's very annoying. Because why would you make me realize what I have to fix? Why would you do that? I'd rather have my eyes closed. Is basically what this person is saying based off of the energy that I'm tuned into. Do they like you? Sure, probably, yeah. Commitment. I want to be part of your future. But do they have the capacity to like actually treat you well? Probably not. You can do that what you will, but I hope that was helpful. I hope that was useful. So, hope you have a beautiful rest of your day. Thank you for the crown. Thank you. Hope you're doing okay today. Will M come to you, talk to me in the next 2 weeks? What's up the next 2 weeks? Is that like according to your pay schedule? Just kidding. Let's go for M coming towards Leo. That's over M. That's for M. We have hope. It looks like a yes, most likely. Yeah, most likely. Reminiscing. They miss yo. They want to talk to yo. I don't know what accent they're supposed to be, but yeah, reunion. Most likely. Nothing set in stone, but most likely they will talk to you in the next 2 weeks. No problem. Hope you have a beautiful day. Does Enrique care about our connection? That's not the question you want to ask, my friend. You want to ask, is he capable of sustaining the connection? Because he could care about it. Maybe he does, but that doesn't mean he could actually treat it with reverence. Somebody could love something with all their heart and still not take care of it. You know? Somebody could want something so badly and still fumble it. That is very possible. You know? It happens every day. If you have a question, I could definitely answer that for you. If you just want me to in general, sure. This is a good song. It's over for Enrique, I guess. I don't know if you sent me anything. I didn't write your name, but it's on for Enrique and May. After this is Jessica. If you send me the gifties, I have written your name down. I don't think I wrote your name down, but I'm gonna call you anyway. It's for Enrique towards May. Indecisive. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. So I don't think this person really truly knows what he wants. Like, he probably enjoys your energy, probably, but like, I don't think he truly knows what he wants in relationship or in life. So maybe you need to pick somebody who knows what they want. Maybe you need to figure out what you want. I don't know. No judgment. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be funny, but like, I don't know. I think sometimes when we pick relationships and we get into relationships and we don't know what we want out of life, then that kind of causes a lot of chaos. But that's just my opinion. These are just words. You don't have to listen to what I'm saying. But I hope that was helpful. Much love to you. I'm sorry if that just made it worse. You need to come and pick up your feelings. Yes. Thank you for the donut. But Jessica, do you have a question or you want me to just pull you general? Just general, eminent? I'm sorry, I'm going to try to stop doing the sexual jokes. I don't know why they keep coming up. Sexual jokes are gross. They're evil. What's in the crown? I'm supposed to months, but in months, has been months, that's crazy. Will you get a job this month? What's going on for Libra? Will we get a month? Will we get a month this month? Will we get a month this job? What's going on for Libra? Is a job in the picture for this month? Ooh, that's so funny because I just got a notification for the applications I submitted. I have no idea. They said, unfortunately, fuck me. But that was something. 9 of Cups, yeah, probably. You might, most likely, you'll get a job. They were like, unfortunately, we're moved on to the next candidate. But that was definitely a synchronicity. 9 of Cups, the Hermit. Will you get a job this month? It looks like a yes. We have the 6 of Pentacles, generosity. 9 of Cups is like a wish fulfillment card. This is dreams coming true. And then the Hermit. Why is the Hermit here? I don't know if you're like a spiritual seeker. I don't know like what your orientation is. I don't know what you do or what you want to do for a living. But the Hermit is generally a card about self-reflection, going out into the mountains. You don't have to literally go out into the mountain. And then also Willow is playing false self, so that's also interesting. I don't know what you do in your spare time, but like once again, the Hermit talks about meditation, going within, reflecting on our values is kind of what I'm getting from this. What do you want in a job? What do you want in a workplace environment? Like, do you know? Like, are you able to articulate? You don't have to tell me. I don't really need you to tell me, but these are questions to reflect on. What do you want in a job? I almost said a relationship, but that applies for relationships too. What do you want before you actually seek it out? You just want to feel good? You just want to get some money? I don't know. What do you want? But yeah, that's what happened. Most likely, I think you will get a job this month, but also make sure you are clear on what you want out of it and what you're willing to put into it. So that's what happened for you. Hope you have a beautiful day. Hey, thank you. Will Nick want to come back? Yeah. I love you so much, but the way that you typed that was very confusing, Loki. What's going on with Nick and Nick and Nick? Oh my God, your name's Jessica too? That's crazy. How dare you? Independence, that's a beautiful thing. It's also a very scary thing. Have you seen the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once? I watched that recently for the first time and I literally cried towards the end, like so bad. So it was a good cry. It was really intense though. It was like such an intense moment. That movie is good as frick. Do I read books? What? Yeah, I guess. It's been a while since I have, but yeah. I read your name and I was kind of thrown off because you have the name of celebrity. But whatever. Anyways, what? Miscarriage? What happened? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Jessica. I got you after the other Jessica. What's going on for Nick? Nick and Knight. And with reflection, being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. We also have I'm struggling to find the right path, destiny, responsibilities. So maybe they're focused on money because there was also an affirmation for money that just popped up on my screen. So maybe they're focused on like work, whoever this Nick person is. Focus on that greenery, So for Nick and Jessica. We have unrequited love. Aww. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going, obviously. You take it with a grain of salt. But that's what comes through. And then also calling in your soulmate comes through. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So I don't know who this Nick character is. I know you've asked me about them before, but I feel like there's definitely somebody else out there better for you. Oh shit. Almost. Hello. I wrote your name down, Carolina. Thank you. Also, I'm thinking of Princess Caroline from BoJack Horseman. That's what that made me think of. That's so funny. It's not that funny. I thought it was funny. What's going on for Jessica? One last card for Jessica. Oh shit. 2 last cards. Be still and listen, a shift in power. So be still and listen, and the answers will come to you. And then also a shift in power. Maybe you'll get more confidence, get more self-esteem or something. There is someone better out there for you, of course. Of course there is. There's always somebody better. 8 billion people on the planet. You don't think there's somebody else out there for you? 8 billion. You can't even count 8 billion. I can't. I don't know what you can do. I don't mean to limit you. If you can count 8 billion, it's a useless skill, but congratulations. I don't even think AI can do that. Anyways, much love to you. I appreciate you. There's Jessie Baby. You asked me a question, and then there's also Carolina. If you sent me a gifty, you're the ones I'm writing your names. Or if you repost. So you accidentally texted him about the empath in me was like, oh, miscarriage, that sucks. But the other part, I'm like, what? Sue me, I wanna be wanted. Sue me, I wanna be wanted. I mean, it makes me think of a bunch of other questions, honestly. You haven't told him that you were pregnant, so then why do you need to tell him that you had a miscarriage? I'm sorry that you experienced that, but that doesn't make much sense to me. And also, another thing that I'm like thinking in the back of my head is, why do you care what he thinks? Also, if he didn't know, then extra, why do you care what he thinks? Because he didn't even know that it was happening in the first place, so are you just trying to get people to go on your emotional roller coaster? Because you got me to go on your emotional roller coaster. No judgment. I'm not trying to say that to be mean, but like I'm like, what's going on here? You know? Listen, I'm very sorry that you had to experience that, but like, I was sending it to my friend and I sent it to him accident. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, why are you trying to manage other people's emotions? Once again, so many questions makes me pop up in my head. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what? What? I mean, I have these love messages cards, but like the idea of like tuning into somebody's specific emotional energy, I don't know. I don't have the energy. I don't have the care to do that, to be honest. If you have a different question, I would love to answer a different question for you. But that question right there, I'm just like, I don't have the energy for that. Do I think your husband will return to the marital home to live? Why did you type it like that? The marital home? I've never heard anybody say marital home. That's so funny. 6'7", oh my gosh. Okay, Carolina and Savannah, I guess, are the other 2 people that I have written down, I guess. So, also check out the link in the description if you haven't, because why not? Check out the music, books. Somebody asked if I read books. I write books. Go check out my books. Go check out my music. Go check out everything. Hey, thank you for the heartbeat. Hello, welcome. Is your relationship genuine? Before I pull you anything, do you think it's genuine? You don't have to answer that. It's just a question. Do you think so? Because why are you not trusting your own instincts? It's over Carolina. I'm sorry to be mean. It's over Carolina and her relationship. Oh shit. That is a completely contradictory message. It's not contradictory. When I sit with it for a little bit, I understand what it's saying. So these two cards came out together. Free yourself and give your relationship a chance. It sounds contradictory on the surface. Work on your partnership, and then it's time to take back control of your life. And then also open your heart to give and receive the highest love of all, or highest energy of all, which is love. So basically, what this is saying to me is that if you feel like this is genuine, if you feel like this is on the up and up, I don't see why it's not. But I definitely feel like there might be somewhere in your life where you could stand to like take back control, take back your own personal power. It could be in your relationship. It could have something to do with the relationship. It could also be completely unrelated. But like, there's somewhere in your life where you are not fully in control, but you could be. You know, because we can't control everything. But there are certain things that we can control, like who we hang out with. I'm trying to think of other things. How we spend our time, how we spend our energy, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, I don't know about I think the relationship is fine. I don't know. But like, once again, there's somewhere where you're not really practicing personal power. And yeah, so hope that helps. Hope you have a beautiful day. The situation is calling for you to have faith at the top of the deck. Once again, trust yourself. If you feel like it's on the up and up, trust yourself. Hello, welcome. When will my husband start his own business and how will it go? Those are two very different questions. And also one of those questions is very dependent on whether or not the first one even actually happens. Because if he doesn't, then it won't go anywhere. Once again, I haven't written any new names, mostly because I got overwhelmed and backed up. But if you are also hello, welcome, thanks for hanging out. If you want me to pull you cards, send them to gifties and or repost. User 97,500. Well, how am I supposed to? You better not be a bot. I'm writing down that you sent me the perfume. Savannah, if you want to put your question in the chat, you can. I can't do any more generals for you. If you want to ask a specific question, though, I definitely can answer that. Brianni, thank you for reposting. But yeah, if you repost and or send one of the gifties, I'll write your name down and I'll get to you when I can. So. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Thank you for your presence. Thank you for being awesome. Should you give up on Leon? I hate that phrasing. There's nothing wrong with the phrasing, but I'm like, give up. It's like the same thing as like saying quitting a job. Why are we using the word quit? How about choosing yourself? What's going on for, what was your name? I don't remember what your name was. Misty. I think you did something, I saw you send something. I don't know what you sent me, but what's going on for Misty and Leon? What's the energy? What's the guidance? What's the guidance for Misty towards Leon? Indecisive. What's the guidance? If that is what your heart is telling you to do, Misty, then maybe that's what you should do. The song playing, I clicked the song. The song playing is Don't Want It Back by Sabrina Carpenter, which is about getting rid of somebody. Unrequited love, once again, there's not enough love or chemistry or attraction chemistry to keep this relationship going. Well, both of those things can be very true, Missy. You can love somebody and also recognize that they're not good for you. Two separate things, but they definitely can exist together. If I can be transparent, I recently broke up with somebody that I felt that way about. I definitely felt very strongly about them, but it just was not working. It was not going to work, you know? We had very different values. We had very different wants and desires, and I tried a lot to make it work. It was not going to work. And sometimes you just have to be like, okay, I love this person, but also this person's not good for me. Fuck you. You know what I mean? You don't have to say fuck you, but you know what I mean? So, is that a tap? I want to. Actually, no, I take it back. That's not what the song is about. The song is not about what I just said. The song is about falling in love with somebody and not wanting your heart back, I guess. You stole my heart, I don't want it back. That's what she said. I'm like, what? Silly goose. Will you marry a woman? No, you're gonna marry Bigfoot. And then you're single as a Pringle. Like, do you even have prospects? Yeah. Give me a reason to. Sorry. This is why I don't play contemporary music on here. I was going for Savannah. Savannah made me love. This could be the one. Trust, faith. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. So, whatever kind of love you are looking for, I do see that happening for you. Maybe there's some healing that could happen before that happens, but I think there is love available for you. Don't worry about it. I didn't peep how long the line is. Excuse me, you're fine. That was not for you unless it resonated. That was for Savannah. His house is gonna burn down. Just kidding. I don't wish that on anybody. I don't wish that on anybody unless they specifically have tried to burn other people's houses down. To answer the karma question, will I marry a woman? Does it matter? If you're bi, just marry whoever feels right. Do you even have prospects? That's also what I was asking. Like, do you have prospects? Ugh, whatever. This is Tori. Is Tori gonna marry a woman or a man or a goose? A goose man. A man goose? Oh shit. That was the Princess of Swords, so maybe it'll be a woman. See, and now you answered after I already pulled the dang card. That's what I was talking about. You single, you talking about the gender of your future. You don't even have nobody to talk to. I'm sorry if that sounds mean. Princess of Swords is the card that comes out. You don't even have a lover, and you talking about who am I gonna marry? If you had options, I'd be like, that'd be a different story. But you don't even have options right now. There are options. I'm sure there's somebody out there who will love you. But right now, you're not even with anybody. So why does the gender matter? Is the karma question not good? I mean, it's not bad per se, but I don't know. Focusing on other people's karma, in my opinion, creates our own karma. It creates karma for ourselves. Being like, oh my God, when are they going to get punished? When are they going to get their just desserts? I said that wrong, just desserts. When are they going to get their comeuppance? It's like, I feel like, it's just my opinion, I feel like that creates your own karma. Because it's like, why are you wishing for somebody to be punished? You should be wanting them to learn their lesson and to be a better person, maybe. But like, to be like, oh, I hope you get a fucking punch in the face for making me cry. Like, I mean, it's reasonable. It's not like unreasonable to want somebody to pay for their crimes, but like, that's life's job. That's the universe's job, not yours. You know? Yeah, I don't generally do karma every day. That's not my MO. But whatever they did to you, I'm sure that if they had done it intentionally, they're going to get something in return. And even if they didn't do it intentionally, I'm sure they will get something to like repay that. You know what I mean? Should I go on a date with Manuel? Who the heck is Manuel? Should you go on a date with Manuel? Judging from the songs that are playing, probably not. So for Brie. Every Time by Ariana Grande, and then You Go Your Way by Perry. Let's go down for oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Make the effort, and then also this could be the one. So you can go on it. But remember, if it goes wrong, I initially said maybe not. So. Oh shit. Oh, mess up the cards. Oh, I just can't keep me. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for your presence. I appreciate you. Oh, wrong part. That was the part where she like does the repeats, but stop. Hello, what's up? What's up? How we doing? Back to you. For those joining, if you want me to pull you cards, you can either send the gifts on the list or you can repost the stream. Will you get a new job soon? I got you. Don't waste your cards on that. Oh, shit. Oh, the chariot. Are you trying to get into a new job field? Because we do have the Princess of Swords, Curiosity, Ace of Wands. The Chariot is success and victory. So it's very likely that you will find a job soon. It's very likely you will. I don't know what the audio sounds like. I'm sorry if the music is too... I don't know what the ratio is, but yeah, I think very likely you'll find something that suits you pretty soon. Like I said before though, for anybody asking about new love or new jobs, know what you want. Know what you want before trying to pursue something new. Like, you don't have to know all the details of what you want. You don't have to know every single last thing, but like, know what you want. You know what I mean? Know what kind of people you want to work with, know what kind of environment you want to work with or in, you know? Oh. Will my lifestyle content grow this month? It can. I'm sure if you work at it, sure. Why did I turn this up? Because I love Beyonce. Five of Cups, Three of Swords. Top of the deck is Six of Wands, success. What's going to do? So I'm seeing somebody who is working very hard to get something achieved and maybe benefiting from looking at failure as success. But failure is learning, that's what I meant to say. Failure is not failure. Failure is an opportunity to learn. And so like, just because things don't go your way does not mean that nothing that happened can't benefit you. Sorry. Yeah, there's not. I think you can definitely be successful in this, but like, I don't know where you are now. I didn't click on your page or anything. But like, once again, just because things don't go exactly how you want them to doesn't mean that you aren't making progress, doesn't mean that you're not doing the gosh darn thing, you know? So, yeah. Five Cups, disappointment. Three of Swords, sorrow. Turn that pain into something else. Oh shit. I'm overwhelmed. The card that came out. Overwhelmed. This is me. How my future be? However you want it to be. If you smarten up and start making choices directed towards your future. Duh. Would they feel the same? Probably not. Don't matter who you love. Wrong part. Wrong part of the song. Will Hayden's obsession with me stop if you kill him? Yeah. I'm not encouraging murder, but... And then he's a ghost and he's obsessed with you. I think that'd be more dangerous if he was a ghost and obsessed with you. Because then you couldn't stop him. Wait, is that a whole nother Beyonce song that I'm thinking of? Where she says what I just said? I feel stupid. Anyways, thank you for following. Hello. What's up, what's up? Thanks for hanging out. Welcome. If you want to ask questions, if you want me to pull you cards, send one of the gifties and or repost the stream. If you don't want to do that, you can suck my life nut. Just kidding. I said I was going to stop with the sexual jokes, but here I am. Well, it wasn't really a joke, I guess. It was more of a getting ahead of rejection, I think. I don't know. Hi, Amanda. Does Bobby have real feelings for me that he will act on? Because you didn't send me the appropriate gift, I'm going to give you this answer. Let it flow. Pay attention to his behavior and let it flow. Okay, if you want me to actually pull you a card, you can send one of the other gifties. Made of elasticity, turns out it's just me. Stop with me after. I just wish I could shake these buttons out. Always in my head. You the music comes to the way too loud. Tired of rocking with my head. So for Chantel and Marsh. I love this song. I love this album. This album is so good. So for Marsh, and Chantel. After this is Amanda, I guess. What's going on for Marsh towards Chantel? Stretch. When was the last time I stretched? For Marsh. Does Marsh miss you? I don't think he doesn't miss you. I feel like he thinks about you every once in a while, probably. We have confusion, we have guilty, and hope. So I feel unclear about where we stand. That's the first card. We have guilty. I feel pain from the damage I've caused, and then hope. I haven't given up on us yet. So does he miss you? It would be kind of inaccurate to just say yes. And it would also be inaccurate to just say no. I think that they think about you, and when they think about you, there are feelings that come up. Maybe some of those feelings are shame. Maybe some of those feelings are guilt. I don't know. But yeah, they think about you, and there are feelings. And they probably wish that things were how they were. I don't know what happened, but yeah. But yeah, that's what happened. I hope that makes sense. I hope that wasn't too convoluted, but yeah, I don't know, because it seems like there might be a runner, a track star, like they might be an avoidant, or maybe that's you, maybe that's your energy. But either way, I think that they think about you, there are some happy feelings and there are some negative feelings that they feel. And because of the negative feelings, they're like, oh, let me push that thought away. You know what I mean? That's how I see them, that's what I'm tuned into. So, hope that helps. Hope you have a beautiful day. What's going on? What's happening? Old school Sandy? What about new school Sandy? What's wrong with the new school? Amanda, I don't know what you said to me, but if you want to put your question back in the chat, you can. That sound was because we're listening to a vocalist. But I love old school music. True. That's cute. Does Bobby have real feelings for me? Will he return my TV? I'm screaming. I love you so much. That's such a funny question. I'm not laughing at you, but I just think that's such a funny question. Fuck your TV. I don't mean that like that, but fuck that dude. What are you talking about? You fell asleep. I'm screaming. Listen for Bobby and Amanda. Bobby and Amanda. Thank you for the rose. I wrote your name down. If you send me one of the gifties or you repost, I've written your name down. What's going on for Sandy? No, Amanda. Let me take a deep breath. I feel like just because of the song that I subconsciously chose, it might be a yes. This is called So Annoying, and it's about falling in love and not liking that you're falling in love. Does Bobby, let's go with Bobby towards Amanda. Does Bobby have real feelings or not? Okay. Maybe never mind. Maybe throw everything I just said about the song out the window. Amanda. Okay, so I don't know who this Bobby is. I don't know how long you've known this Bobby person. I'm just gonna say it straight. I think you can do a lot better than this Bobby character. He might mean well, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I'm not claiming anything about his intentions, but we have Broken. I feel shattered about this. Unsatisfied. I wasn't happy with the way things were going. We also have Third Party. There were other things that got in the way of this connection, or in the way of us being together. So, and then also Unworthy is at the top of the deck, which is never a good thing when it comes out. So, does Bobby have real feelings that he's going to act on? I'm not seeing anything about whether or not he's going to act on anything. I'm seeing that this person is probably not a good suit for you, and maybe needs to go to therapy. But so does everybody on this planet, right? Everybody needs therapy. But specifically Bobby might need to figure some things out. Or maybe it's you. Maybe you need to figure some things out. Maybe everybody needs to figure things out. I don't know. But like, I would definitely encourage you to however you're feeling about the situation, trust yourself over anything else. Like whatever I tell you, if you feel differently, sure. But like, based off what I'm looking at, I don't think this is the right thing for you. Yeah. But do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you feel called to do. Don't make any life-changing decisions on a whim just because I said something. Like, listen, meditate on these, pray with these, like, if you need to. Like, don't just be like, oh, he said this, and so I'm gonna, like, trust yourself. Trust your own independence. If you don't know how to do that, like I keep saying a million times, maybe you need to start meditating. Maybe you need to, and this isn't directed towards anybody specifically. I'm saying generally. If you don't know how to trust your inner guidance, then you should probably start meditating. Start taking time for stillness, taking time for silence. It's annoying, I know, but it's necessary for making clear-headed decisions. Sandy, if you want to put your question in the chat, you can. I had to finish writing your name. I just wrote Sandy instead of old school Sandy, or old without the D. Yeah, you can put your question back in the chat. Dicks in my eyes. I already know what you're trying to say, but LOL. I don't have any other names on the list. I probably should go soon because my phone's on like 15%. Oh my god, Nico, what's moving? Hello. I found my other page. Or maybe, I don't know. I have two different pages. So people are really shocked when they see that I have two different pages. They're like, oh my god, you have two different pages. That's crazy. Yeah, I have two. I had more, but okay, I see your question. I have to scroll up. Will Zeke get angry if I tell him I know he was ignoring me? Frick Zeke. Why do you care how he's gonna feel? Frick Zeke. I can already tell based off of the question that this Zeke person is no good news. Bad news bears. You can still love him. You can still be in a relationship. I'm not telling you what to do, but like, frick how he feels. Why do you care what he feels? You should care how he treats you. You should care how he reacts outwardly. But why do you care why do you care? I get a no. The energy that comes out is a no. I don't think he's gonna be angry. But once again, why do you care? Why do you care what he feels? He's obviously manipulating your relationship, your emotions. I'm referencing, I don't know what meme that is, but there was a video and they were like, you're manipulating. I can't reference. I don't think they're gonna be upset, but also fuck how they feel. As long as they're treating you well, as long as they're not like harming you, fuck how they feel. You know, because first of all, why are they ignoring you? Also, that was the initial thing in my head that I didn't say. Like, why? If they're ignoring you, like, Why do you care what they think? They ignore themselves. People who ignore you are also probably ignoring themselves. That's actually the core of it. A lot of people like to stupidly say how they treat you is a reflection of how they feel about you. No, how they treat you is a reflection of how they feel about themselves. Like, it's not the other. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with themselves and how you remind them of themselves. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know who needed to hear that, but people are always like, they're treating you that way because they don't like you. No, they're treating that way. They're treating you that way because they don't like themselves, and you remind them of that in some way. Do I believe all demons have humans? Yes. I said that backwards. Yes, I believe all humans have attachments, if you want to call it attachments. I believe most humans, I don't know. I think most humans, all humans have something that I think we're all here to learn something, man. That's what I'm getting to. I think we all have things that we need to work through on this stupid planet. One more waste of fucking time. Someone pissed me off. I'm sorry. It sucks. Well, let's take a deep breath. Deep breaths are helpful sometimes. And then a burp. The music is barely audible for me, by the way, so I don't know how loud it is for you, but I can barely hear it. But yeah, that's a good question, Nico. That's a good question. Did you get a new TikTok? You're amazing. You're wonderful. This is my main TikTok actually. Can cards see if I have something bad or good demon type? See what? I had to pull my chicken pot pie out. I'm screaming. That was so specific. Chicken pot pie, not pork pot pie, not turkey pot pie, but chicken pot. It wasn't that funny, but I found it funny. Maybe because I'm riding a little bit of a high. Can cards see? I mean, I love pulling cards. I'm gonna say this. I love pulling cards, but I don't believe in depending on them to the point of like needing them to clarify things. Like, you should be able to like, and I say you should, this isn't supposed to be a judgment, do whatever you naturally do, but we should be able to get the same answers from like going into meditation. You know what I mean? Like, there should be like, I don't know. That's just a thought though. I don't know how to phrase this, but this guy had 6 with, he broke things off. What? Then he sends me to just saying his name, just like he doesn't want to come out with back with him. Okay, I'm waiting for the question, my friend. I'm waiting for the question, and I don't see a question. Does Victor actually like the girl he met in Colorado? I love you so much, stranger. I don't know you, but like, I get a lot of these sorts of questions, so after a while it gets really tiring. Like, why do you put so much emphasis on trying to understand somebody's hurtful behavior? You know what I mean? Like, if somebody's doing something to you, whether or not they realize that they're doing it, if somebody's doing something to you that is hurtful to you, and they keep doing it, even after you've spoken about it, that's not a cue for you to like overthink it and like ask tarot. That's a cue for you to like walk away from that person. You know, that's what that's supposed to be. Sometimes, beloved, I just said, whether or not they do it intentionally, that is a factor, yes. But that is a factor, yes. Sometimes people don't know what they're doing. But at the same time, if you communicate with them what they're doing is hurtful and they continue to do that, or they don't necessarily... I'm sorry, I'm not upset at anybody here. I'm just... There's feelings going on in my body. And also, I get these sorts of questions a lot. So sometimes it's like, oh my God. Stand up. Wait, what is it? What's that SZA song? SZA and Doja Cat, I think. Is it SZA? Girl, get up. You know, because you deserve better, man. Unless you don't think so. If you think you deserve the bare minimum, sure, whatever. But you deserve much better than what you were receiving, than what you are settling for. And I can't tell you that. You have to believe that within yourself. I did tell you that, but you have to believe that within yourself. That's not enough for me to just say that. It's not enough for me to hear it. You have to believe that and move like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. Like, but I will also say, better does also come with responsibility. What is it? To somebody said this to me yesterday. To whom much is given, much is expected, or something like that. With great power comes great responsibility. So, I mean, yes, everybody deserves better. Everybody deserves a chance at having better. But also, it does come with a lot of terms and agreements. So, I can understand if you want to settle because it is a lot of work to maintain that better. Would you say you have some questions? Well, you can ask one question at least. Just wanted to understand, but I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, not to say it doesn't matter, but it definitely isn't necessarily helpful to ruminate on whether or not, why somebody's doing what they're doing, or what that means, or whether or not like if you see a behavior that you don't like, ideally, you should just be like, back up. I don't want you in my life. I don't want you in my space. Ideally, idealizing is also not really the most helpful, but you know that is the most ideal reaction to somebody doing something that isn't good to you. But what happens when the person attached to that behavior is your boss? Then it gets real complicated, right? What happens when it's your parents? Oh my gosh, let's not talk about that. Um, I mean, it should still be the same, but like obviously it makes it more complicated. But Jessica, I'm sorry that you keep running into these people, but and once again, you don't have to listen to what I'm saying. You can take this with all the grains of salt you want to. But at some point, if we're still attracting, if we're continuing to attract a certain situation or certain people or whatever, at some point we have to ask ourselves, how are we allowing that to happen? How are we participating in that? You know, is there anything I could be doing? And maybe it's not your fault. Maybe it's just literally the other person. But like once again, you're still allowing that to happen in your life. You're still allowing that to go on. You know, so girl, get up. But I do have to go soon, guys. I'm sorry. Um, if you, in theory, if you want to message me, if you missed your turn, you can, and maybe I'll get back to you soon. But my phone's on 11%, and I don't want to charge my phone while I'm on here. So I hope you guys have a good morning. Stay groovy. Okay. Saudi Arabia, what's screaming? All right. Bye. I love you. Deuces.